welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
Good morning. What's going on, party people? What is up? Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. Boston based out here gambling. Okay, Chauncey. Gambling here on if I was going to be wearing a costume or not. We're not. Honestly, it took me a while to figure out that it was Halloween today. Although I should have known last night, because last night I was out and about a little bit, and the Halloween vibes were high in New York City. A lot of costumes, not a lot of clothes. Stone Cold talking about the Spurs in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Good to see you, Stone Cold. I see Boston base in there. Do me a favor if it's your first time, long time. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, get involved in here, get involved. We're back, baby. We're back. This is what we got going on today, BT Dubs. We've got obviously the NBA bit. You're here for it. You're here for it. I'm gonna be jumping on with our guy Andrew Laird at noon, talking some sober NBA stuff, and then 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock this evening. It's live before lock, baby. We're going to be waiting for the Luka news. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to cover last night's NBA action this morning. We'll get you ready for the Cup. It's time for the Emirates Cup, baby. So let's overreact to the Cup, baby. So we'll take a look at the groups and what we've got going on tonight. Maybe we'll jump in the drafting lobbies. We had some fun little sweats last night, which we'll get into a little bit later. The bit in traffic is the must. So good luck, common man. Stay safe out there. Stay safe. And then I'll give you a little 40+ hoops update in a little bit. Last night was tough, man. But we'll wait a little while to get into that. Let's I don't know. What do you guys you want to talk some hoops? Should we just get involved? Talk some hoopy hoops? How much Rollins did you have? Not enough. Did not have a lot of Ryan Rollins last night. Reason being is because Rollins has been balling. Shall Rollins be balling? However, Giannis was supposed to be the one cooking last night. It was supposed to be Giannis, and then Giannis decided nobody goes from probable to out like the Milwaukee Bucks, man. They love to do it. It flipped the slate completely. But let's not start with them. I want to start with the Spurs. Ready for I don't even know what this is referring to, Weisberg. Weisberg up early this morning. West Coast, best coast, Weisberg. What's target tear? What am I missing here? Let's start with the Spurs, because this game, I caught a little bit of the end of this at the end of my 40 and over basketball game, because it was, I shit you not. Oh, 10. Okay, Ryan Rollins. There we go. At 10:42 p.m. Eastern, my basketball game got over last night. 10:42. So, and then I, as I told you yesterday during the show, the gym couldn't be further away from where I lived, so I ended up ponying up and Ubering home. But anyways, I watched the end of the game. On the phone in the Uber, trying not to get car sick. And Wemby's so damn good, man. He's so damn good. And what's nuts is, like, he's so good that we forget that Castle's the reigning rookie of the year. Just a couple of look at these numbers between the two of them. Ready? Wemby, also another thing we should note, in a game that did not go to overtime, Wemby played 40 minutes. 40 minutes. So none of that. Nobody's like, oh, is he going to be 40 minutes, bro? Wemby in this game, 27 points, 18 boards, 6 dimes, 5 blocks, and a steal. Castle over here, 21 points, 6 boards, 8 dimes, 4 steals, and a block. So they combined for 5 steals and 6 blocks just between the two of them. And then Castle, too, like 2 for 4 from 3. Wemby, 1 for 5 from 3. But a couple of sequences down the stretch, because Bam Adebayo, by the way, had a really fun game in this one. Like, really showed out. There was a play, though, in the last couple of minutes of the game. Wemby, or the last minute and a half, maybe. Bam goes up for a layup, and Wemby truly just climbs up and gets it from a crazy spot, swats it away. Then he goes down the other end. He hits some crazy stuff too, where there was one jumper. I don't even remember if he made this or not. So he's got the ball at the 3-point line. He takes like 2 dribbles to try to get to his spot, it's like around the foul line, right? And then he creates some contact and then pushes back, right? So almost like Nowitzki, right? Create some contact to push back. And what's so nuts about this is that he's so big and long that even like creating the little bit of contact and then going for like the step back creates so much space, but it looks nuts. Like when you see a guard do it or whatever, the motion of them like creating the space and then jumping back looks a little bit more normal. When Wemby does it, it really is freakish, man. And it was, oh man, it's just so exciting to watch. And this Spurs team now 5-0. Again, some like easy dubs in there, right? I think was Brooklyn one of the games, maybe Toronto one. Like, it's not like they're getting crazy W's, but Miami has been off to a hot start, right? They were 3-1 so far. Miami with wins over the Knicks too, so it's not like these are like silly W's for Miami. And Miami like stayed with them. This was a close game throughout. Let's give Bam the love that I was mentioning. Bam over here in 37 minutes had 31 and 10. And that's kind of what you want. Like, I wish you could get some consistency out of him on the offensive side of things, because when it's working, and it's fun to see. We know what he brings defensively. It's just the inconsistency on offense. But like 27 shots, that's what he needs to be doing right now. When you look at the starting five, Davion Mitchell, Pell Larson, Bam, Kel'el Ware, and Andrew Wiggins, you need to be shooting the ball, bro. And that's so it was good to see him do that. 13 threes is wild. 4 for 13 threes. That's nuts. There was one that I saw him hit where I think Wemby even like gave him a little bit of love after he hit it. This was in the fourth quarter too, when the game was still kind of in the balance. It was like a big three to cut it to like 6 maybe. Bam is in the corner, and the arc he had to put on this shit, because Wemby was coming. He was coming to close out. The arc that he had to put on this, it was a rainbow doesn't even do it justice. I mean, it almost hit it hit like one of the banners up there on the way down. One of the banners that probably said "He Culture." It is Bam. So shout out Bam. He had a solid game. Kel'el Ware was hoping for more from him last night. Only played 20 minutes. But, dude, Jaime Jaquez continues to just play massive minutes. Jovic was available. Only played 10 minutes in this one. Still no Norman Powell. But the bench, Fontecchio at 18. Jaquez 6, 8, and 6. So pretty good stuff from him. Wiggins had a solid game too. He had 24 and 6. There was a lot of conversation about like, what is Wiggins' role on this team? Is he happy with it? And he was saying all the right things. And then Pell Larson got the start again, played 26 minutes. So but back to San Antonio. This team is just fun. I mean, and Wemby and Castle's ceiling is just so high. They didn't even get like a good Dylan Harper game, and it didn't matter, right? Harper out there, 25 minutes. He had 13 and 4. Keldon, like they got I wouldn't say sneaky deep team. Carter Bryant did not play in this one, but that top 7 of Harper, Keldon Johnson, and then having your Harrison Barnes, Julian Champagnie, Wemby, Vassell, and Castle, and that's like with De'Aaron Fox, like 5-0 before De'Aaron Fox has come back. Before, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even have Fox yet, and I know everyone's already putting Fox in trades, but this team has a real ceiling to it. And I think one of the concerns with like taking the over with San Antonio was like, yeah, but what if Fox misses a month or whatever? You don't even have to rush him back. Karam in the chat said, as a Thunder fan, this rivalry with the Spurs will be entertaining. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And and like, to be fair, they are not at the OKC level. Is this the first time they're 5-0? Yeah, it might be. It might be. I haven't seen anything about it. Might be. But yeah, the first time, like, they're in great shape. And you look at the rest of the Western Conference, and it'll be fun when they start playing some of the top tier teams in the West, like them against Houston. With Houston's size will be pretty fun. How Wemby against Joker will be must-see TV. And shout out NBC. Was it Thursday nights? I don't know. I just love it. I mean, the fact that I like the second I got in the Uber, I was like, we gotta check. I think even at halftime, I checked Wemby's stat line. It's just I love it. I love it so much. It makes no sense. And honestly, I'm here for the Castle stuff. Castle is off to a great start this season. And I mean, the points are going to be all over the place, but the defense that he brings to the table, and like he's doing some real point guard shit out there too, right? So far to start the season, he's averaging 18, 6, and 5, shooting 53% for the field, most of that at the rim, only 33% from 3, but it's not like he's shooting them at volume. But he just looks great. He looks great. In the last couple he's doing some like Dyson Daniels stuff with the level of steals that he's throwing out there. So this team I do think has a real ceiling because if Harper continues to get better and and then Fox returning, do you see the Spurs making a trade with some of the bench guys? I mean, I don't even know. I don't think so. Because it's not like they have a lot of movable pieces. I mean, you could move off of Keldon Johnson, and I mean, I think for them, you similar to like Oklahoma City 2 seasons ago, right? Probably want to just see what you got. Let's just see what we have this season and go from there, and then we can make the necessary adjustments because you've got again Harper, however old a Harper is, like 19 or 20. You have Castle, who's only in year 2, and Wemby only in year 3. Like, let's just get a healthy year from these guys, then take your assets and go make a move. Now, if we get to February and they're the 2 seed, then maybe this conversation changes a little bit. But if they're flirting with like 5 through 9, you know, then maybe just like test it out, test the waters out, see how these guys perform in the playoffs, see where the leaks are, and then go make the adjustments. And yeah, Weisberg's right. Their cap sheet is really clean outside of paying Fox. And what's nice about Fox too, Fox isn't like a Porter Jr. type contract or something like that. Like Fox is, I think most teams would still be very happy to have De'Aaron Fox. So if they look next season and they're like, we need to make a move, it's not like they have to pay extra to get rid of De'Aaron. I think a lot of teams would like Fox. That's like a valuable, and I know he's getting paid a lot, but I think as time goes by, there's like that contract doesn't look too bad. And as Mike says, yeah, they got a ton of picks, man. They have a future Minnesota first. They've got a Kings first. They got so many picks. DJP was saying like if there's a Giannis, yeah, I mean, okay, all of this trading bench guys at the deadline. If we're talking about Giannis, it's a very different story, obviously. If you're just talking about a little bit of an upgrade, I think that's what I was referring to. Giannis, yeah, they'll trade for Giannis. If Giannis wants to leave, I'm sure they'd put together a package. But good win for them. Also, like, I'm impressed with Miami. I am. I like watching them. Miami's, I know it was a lower scoring game, but I think that's credit to the Spurs defense. But Miami plays fast and fun now. And it's not for them to be doing this without Tyler Hero. Pretty good stuff from them. Let's keep going. Let's go to another game from last night. Let's do Orlando show. Let's do Milwaukee Golden State. Milwaukee Golden State. This is it is insane to me that they can just rule Giannis out like that. And I'm not saying he wasn't hurt or anything, because obviously it's a game against the Warriors, nationally televised, and maybe it doesn't matter because the Bucks won. It's nuts that they can just rule him out. And I mean, he's probable up until an hour before the game. And I guess because they're probable, it's fine. But it's got some real Chauncey energy. It's just nuts, man. And it's frustrating, I guess, from a fantasy perspective, obviously. Nobody gives a shit about that. But it is just kind of nuts that they can do it. Yeah, Thanasis made some money last night. And Weisberg, to your credit, to your point, this happens all the time with Milwaukee. Giannis specifically, I want to say this happened twice last season where he goes from probable to out. Like, I don't know what the rationale behind it is. And again, it must be legit, because why you don't want to all you say gamblers are upset, Power Duster, and I know you're doing a little bit here. What about the people that were like, holy shit, I get to see Giannis versus Steph Curry? What about the people that paid? Also, it's just bad for the product. Bad for the product. So take that little Power Duster and Power Dust that right up your ass. How about that? How about that? Oh, Scotty Bond sucks. How about that, Power Duster? You come for me, bro. I'll come right there for you. Let's do a mental health check. We got to do a mental health check. I'm too upset now. All right. I was up too late, Power Duster. Too late. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat, because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, the real reason I'm mad here, and then we'll get back to this game, is my basketball game started at 9:15 last night. 9:15, the game went to overtime, and both teams are ready to fight the referees. And not because they were making like weird calls. This game is tied 60-60. Okay, 60-60. They have the ball with 7 seconds left, and we're in the process. We don't have enough team fouls to go to the 1-and-1, so we're just We're slowing the game down. We're doing some fouling. We get down to 5 seconds. The ref blows the whistle, and when nobody knows why, and the ball gets turned over because the ref blew the whistle, the ball rolls out of bounds. So we're all like, "Oh, what was the call?" And he said, "Oh, it's an inadvertent whistle." And then he just says, "We're going to overtime." And the other team lost their mind. They're like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Well, you turned it over." And they're like, "Yeah, you blew the whistle." He was like, "Well, it was an inadvertent whistle." And the game just went to overtime. So and I mean, even our team was like, "You got to give him the ball, man. That's crazy. That's crazy to not even give him the ball for the last 5 seconds." And so now at this point, it's 10:30 Eastern and everybody is over 40. The way overtime works, we go to overtime. The way overtime works is really dumb, but this is how it works. You play 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute overtime. If it is still tied at the end of overtime, it's sudden death. But you don't, it's like, so if we have the ball with 10 seconds left, we don't have in overtime, we don't have 10 seconds to get the shot up. We can just like run that clock down to 0 and then its next basket wins. Okay. So, which is exactly what happens. It's like 68-68. There's like no time left. They're dribbling. We're dribbling it out. We get the ball. We get a good shot. We miss the shot like right around like the 1 second mark because we ended up taking the shot. Get the rebound, put it back in. One ref is like, game over because we won. We won. Those are the rules. The other ref, the same one who did the inadvertent whistle, is like, all right, gold ball. We're gold. He's like, gold ball on the side, tie game. And so then, I mean, it's chaos ensues. Chaos ensues for maybe 10 minutes of just people yelling. Just everybody's yelling. I am so desperate to go home. I know how long it's going to take me to get home. I'm so cranky. I played one of the worst basketball games of my life. So now we lose this argument. We're now back into sudden death. We get the ball. We miss our first shot. Ball goes down the other way. There's a real scrum for it. I'm boxing out a dude bigger than me. He jumps over my back. Foul. 1-1. We go to the line. So I'm 1-1 to end the game. I am 0 for like 8 from 3 in this game. Having a terrible game. Get to the line, and I just brick the free throw. And it luckily got a steal the next time down, and we got a layup. Game over. But it is the grown men just screaming at another guy for just not knowing his own rules, and to play that badly, to be up that late, and to feel how I feel right now. I feel terrible. Anyways, that's why I was yelling at you, Power Duster. There's your 40 plus story. It was kind of funny to have both teams like just kind of talking to each other on the side, being like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like it really was. It felt like a Black Mirror episode. This felt like a Black Mirror episode. Luckily, nobody got hurt. But that's what that was my fear. I was like, somebody's gonna get hurt here. Anyways, chaos. All right, fine. We can go back to Ryan Rollins. It was Ryan Rollins. Hey, the Bucks are 4-1. They've got some real W's here too. This one against Golden State, who now dropped to 4-2. Let's talk about Ryan Rollins, man. 36 minutes. Scored 32 points. The guy took 21 shots. 21 shots from Ryan Rollins. 13 for 21. He went 5 for 7 from 3. Ryan Rollins, the 3-point threat. How are we feeling today? Bad, Daniel. Bad. The 3-point threat. You had Gary Trent Jr. out there. He had 13. All 5 starters in double figures. Normally, Giannis gets ruled out. You're like, oh, it's Bobby Portis time. The Bobby Portis experience might be over. It might be Jover. He had 12 and 5 in this game. Cole Anthony off the bench. He poured in 16 points, had a steal and a block in there. 3-ball wasn't falling for him. The Kyle Kuzma started. He was just boring. 10 and 8. Turner had 17. He knocked down 3 threes. But listen, man, good win. And this game was in the balance, right? So the Bucks had a 9-point lead after the first. And then it's a 2-point lead at halftime, right? Is that how the math? Yeah. 2-point lead at halftime. So, but when you really see that the Warriors are only down 2 going into the third, you got to assume that you're going to go absolutely nuts in the third, right? It's Golden State. It's Golden State. And no, the Bucks hold them within 1 or win the quarter. The Bucks actually won the third quarter by 1 and then win this game. For the Warriors here, Steph was fine. 8 for 19 from the field. He had 27, 6 and 4, 4 for 10 from 3. Kuminga poured in 24. Jimmy Butler 23. But outside of those 3 guys, you didn't get too much. Draymond 7, 6 and 4. Quentin Post had 0 in his 10 minutes. Podgod came in and was hot in the first 9, 5 and 5, 9, 5 and 3. But then he really slowed down after the first quarter, end of the first, end of the second. But anyways, good stuff. Good stuff for Milwaukee. That's a pretty big win. I'm really impressed. Milwaukee and Miami. I'm pretty right. Oh yeah, Stan said, did you get any win total right? Taking an L on the Bucks too. Yeah, I mean, listen, the way the win and loss total works is you actually in the first 9 days of the NBA season, it's decided. So you're right, Stan. I did. I took an L on every single one. You dumbass. There we go. We got CG saying sounds like a good time if you're 20, but when you're 40, it just becomes insanity. Yeah, everything hurts, man. Weiss said Warriors did go up 1 a few times in the third, just couldn't get any momentum. Yeah, Horford did look old last night. Yeah, one of those games just on the road. They probably see Giannis is ruled out. Just kind of mailed it in, huh? They just kind of mailed it in. That's what it felt like in the rewatch this morning. Again, in the condensed game. So I didn't watch the whole thing, but I didn't watch the whole thing. Yeah, and they shout out Rollins though, man. Rollins deserves the W. He was great. Ryan Rollins. And he was out there. Like the reason he's carved out a role is one, they have 0 guards, and Mr. Porter Jr. is still missing time, although it sounds like KPJ is getting a little bit closer. But Rollins is like a really good defender. That's kind of why they need him there. But his role is even more secured if he's going to be able to knock down threes. I mean, 5 for 7 from 3. AJ Green, Derry Bird was supposed to be the 3-point marksman. But it was Rollins last night, 32 and 8. And I mean, I feel like that's like three good games in a row from Mr. Rollins. So good to see it. CG said Kuminga and Golden State, happy that his year is starting off well. Yeah, I mean, Kuminga, it does seem like vibes are a little bit better with JK and Golden State, but we'll see. Again, we're 6 games into the season, so a lot can change, but both of these teams look legit. And I mean, it just goes to show the Eastern Conference is just so topsy-turvy, man. So topsy-turvy in the East. We're going to get to another team now, the Orlando Magic, who got a W. This game was a lot closer than the score indicates. Like going into the fourth, it was still pretty tight there. But Orlando pulls away in the fourth by outscoring them by 9. Paulo was my survivor pick. Which was scary because you need 20 points in order to move on. And I think at halftime had like 8 or 6 or something. Finished with 20. Paulo, though, did almost sniffed a triple-double there with 29 and 9, had 2 steals as well. Franz Wagner, who got a downgrade halfway through the day to questionable, was battling a heel. Was pretty sure he was going to play, though, because this Magic team was 1-4. In every podcast this week, talked about trying to fire. Yeah, they talked about 2 things. Trying to fire Jamal Mosley, and what Weisberg just said, are we worried about Paulo? Yeah, because I saw what's his name? Kirk Goldsberry on the Zach Lowe pod was talking about it. I think Paulo is fine. I think the offense is just a little clunky there. Desmond Bane has been pretty disappointing so far. Just kind of, not really doing too much outside of shooting the ball from 3. Actually, he only took 2 threes last night. But I think one of the best signs for Orlando last night, and I thought this was an interesting move, slid Anthony Black right into the starting lineup. They slid Anthony Black to the starting lineup. Tyus Jones is on the bench. You've got Tristan Da Silva. Jonathan Isaac played 15 minutes, which was 9 more minutes than he played the night before. But Anthony Black looks great for them. And one of the things that I was excited about coming into this season about Orlando is we knew that Black was like an elite defender. That was why he was out there. I actually thought one of the mistakes Orlando made in that first-round playoff series against the Celtics was not playing Anthony Black more. I thought his length and size can slow down some of these smaller guards. And last night in the 31 minutes from the start, not only that, he knocked down some threes. Like, I don't know how consistently he's going to go 3 for 6 from 3, but he had 20 points, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Like, I thought he looked good. Wendell Carter Jr. knocked down some threes. They shot the 3 ball really well last night, 16 for 38, going 42% from 3. That's going to do it. They also got 19 from Da Silva, who Da Silva, like, very quietly having a nice little bench role for Orlando this year. And again, they just need offense anywhere they can get it. Orlando's now 2-4. Charlotte, with this loss, drops to 2-3. Regulator boots on the ground. in Charlotte. Curious how you feeling about your team. You know what I'm excited about though? The cock. Ryan Cockbrenner, baby. In 32 minutes, the Rook has officially taken over the starting spot for Moussa Diabate now. 17-7. No Brandon Miller for a little bit, and it was Sion James. Is it Sion or Sean? Is it pronounced Sean? Oh, that's embarrassing if it's Sean. The rookie, they started 3 rookies last night, which Del Curry said into the League Pass broadcast. Cockbrenner, James, and Knips. And in this one, Cockbrenner looks great. 17-7, 3 blocks and a steal. Very active in there. It is pronounced Sion. Okay. Or is that Sean? That doesn't really whatever. You like Tristan Da Silva coming into the draft. Yeah. Da Silva, I mean, I like Da Silva's game too. Pronounced Sion. Okay, Sion James. Sion. But yeah, Cockbrenner, I really like his game. You know, it's kind of like an old school big, can be a liability, I think, if a team goes a little bit smaller, but that's why you have Diabate. And then Sexton was pretty good for them off the bench, too. I was kind of surprised they started Sion over Sexton, but Sexton came in on 25 minutes at 19 points. Played a little bit of everybody, though. Saloon, only 7 minutes. That's really bad sign for that lottery pick from last year. Patty Kahn I forgot he's on the team. McNeely gave him 14 minutes, the Summer League star. And then Trey Mann continues to not do too much. You know, I'm still a Trey Mann. We're still the Trey Mann hive here, but he hasn't been awesome. Hornets are the youngest team in the league now. There you go. That's good. That's what they should be. And they're fun to watch. I mean, I actually watched quite a bit of this game because, again, my basketball game didn't start until 9:15, so I could watch a full-on game. Oh, that's right. The Duke guy. He was the Duke guy. I feel like he looks different because I liked him in Duke. I thought he had a little Drew Holiday to him. He was like he felt bigger than everybody else out there in like a good way. Like he felt a little bit bigger. All right, we have one game left, another unbeaten team. This was another game that I enjoyed kind of going back to last night. I like watching the Wizards. You want to know why? Because Bilal and Koulibaly is back, baby. He made his return last night. Mr. Koulibaly is back. Didn't matter. OKC won by 19. But I don't know. They hung around. They were only down 10 at half. They were only down, what was it? 8 at the end of the third, and they got outscored by 11. So I was curious what their minutes were going to look like. The biggest shift we saw, and again, there was some blowout in here towards the end, so that's part of it. But the biggest shift we saw was that everybody else played like a little bit less minutes. Like Sarr played 26. Keyshawn George, the only guy to get over 31. But Koulibaly in his first game back goes right into the starting lineup. Only played 24 minutes. Had 16 points, 8 boards, 4 dimes, 3 blocks, and a steal. 2 for 7 from 3. I was surprised that he had 7 3-point attempts. Do we think that continues? Do we think we still see him launch that volume? Because I do think this is going to be a fun team once they like really release the young guys. But it looks like Bub Carrington's minutes took a little bit of a hit. And this is what I think you're going to see with Koulibaly back. I think a lot of people were concerned Keyshawn George was going to stop playing his massive minutes. You know, he still had 12, 7, and 6 in this game. But I do think it just means a little less Middleton. Like Koulibaly's minutes are going to come from Middleton, from Bub, from CJ, maybe a couple from Keyshawn, from Kispert. But to me, that's where it's going to come from. Cam Whitmore only played 15 minutes. It was fun all offseason. All offseason, we got to be very excited for free Cam Whitmore. Right? It's Ime Udoka hates him. That's why he's not playing. Then he comes to Washington, where there is a clear path for a ton of minutes. Still 14. Whether it's a close game or not, he's playing somewhere between 14 or 18 minutes. So the Cam Whitmore experience, I think, has come and gone. OKC quickly, guess what? SGA is pretty good. In 29 minutes, he's like 31 points. How many times did he get to the line last night? Only 6 times. Okay. So 31, 7, and 3 for our guy, Shea, the reigning MVP, continuing to put 30 points up. They did this again without two of their three best players. No Chet Holmgren, no J-Dub in this game. Dort report. Oh, let's hit him with a little Lou Dort report. If you're new here, Dort report's coming. So turn your headphones down. Yeah, we had the return of Isaiah Joe last night, too. That was nice. Wiggins still got the start. He had 8 points. Hartenstein, 17, 8, and 5 for him after kind of a weird performance tonight. But the most recent game without Chetty. Jade Will had 7 points, 9 boards, 4 dimes, 2 steals, and a block. Not too shabby. But yeah, the minutes were 30 for AJ off the bench. Then you had 24 for Joe, 17 for Caruso, Jay Will, 22. Thunder 6-0, baby. 6-0. You love to see it. You just love to see it. That was last night's action. Let's get ready for tonight's. Let's take a look before we look at the slate itself. Let's look at the group stage, if you will, of the Emirates Cup, which gets going tonight. I know Celtics, baby. Celtics and 76ers on Amazon Prime. You've seen enough for AJ Mitchell for most improved. There we go. Someone robbed his house during the game. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, maybe we can do a craft in a little bit. Let's get ready for the Emirates Cup. I didn't see the SGA stuff. That's crazy. NBA Bits Cup check. There we go. Let's do it. All right, so these are the groups, just to familiarize yourself with the groups. Actually, if somebody in the chat remind me, is it the top team from each group and then just one other team makes it from each, the East and the West, right? Is it 4 teams that get out of the group stage? All right, so the West, we've got the Suns, the Jazz, the Thunder, the Kings, and the Wolves. So the Thunder should roll because Anthony Edwards still missing some time, and the rest of these teams suck. The Group B, a little bit more fun. You got Grizzlies and Lakers, which is tonight. Might get Luka back. Pelicans, who seem to be waving the white flag. Clippers and Mavs. This group's a little bit trickier. And then, oh my God, Group C, the group of death. Golden State Warriors, Portland Trailblazers, Denver Nuggets, Spurs, and Rockets. Holy hell. None of those, even the Blazers are out there being feisty out there. Then in the East, you get the Cavs, the Raps, the Hawks, the Wizards, and the Pacers. This is with no Trey tonight. Toronto seems pretty bad. Wizards, Pacers, like Cavs should roll in Group A. Group B, a little bit more fun, but still not good. Celtics, Magics, Nets, 76ers, and Pistons. And then Group C, Charlotte Hornets, Knicks, Bulls, Heat, and Bucks. So that's what we have for there. And now let's go look at tonight's games themselves. Let's see if we get any alpha. Let's see if we can get any alpha. I don't think we'll ever top that Chet Holmgren call the other day. The Chet Holmgren call from earlier this week of looking at the Thunder schedule and being like, I know Chet doesn't have a Q tag, but I don't think he's playing. All right, the team with the best standing in the group play games in each of the 6 groups and it's 2 wild card teams. Oh yeah, eat the best record. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that is what I said. Thank you, Mike. Next time you could just say you had it right. All right, let's go. Let's go to the odds. The odds for tonight. This is according to ESPN bet. We have the Hawks and the Pacers. Hawks are 2.5-point favorites, 232.5 total. So no Trae Young, and the Indiana Pacers are rolling out the hospital squad. Did we get an update on the Trae Young injury? Is it just like night to night? I haven't seen anything outside of just that he was out tonight. I haven't seen like exactly what the injury was. That sucks for Atlanta. I will say those Hawks were undervalued on the Underdog app. We got some drafts in last night because of it. Celtics and Sixers. Ooh, this line shifted to 1.5. It was 2.5 this morning. No Paul George. PG has already been ruled out. We got Joel Embiid on 20 minutes probably on the dot. And now it's just, can the Sixers do the Maxey Edgecombe thing to him again, where they put up 74 points between the two of them in the first game? Celtics rotation looks a little bit different by this game 6 than it did in game 1. Josh, why not to the rescue, maybe? You get the Raptors and the Cavs. Spida, this line has already moved a point too. All right, Spida's queued up tonight. I think Jared Allen's queued up as well. Toronto off to a little bit rough start defensively. They just need some help defensively. Jakob Poeltl, I believe, missed the last game, and it was Colin Murray Boyles who moved into the starting lineup, not our boy Sandro. So that'll be something to pay attention to. You got the Knicks and the Bulls. This is actually going to be a low-key fun one. 5.5 point spread. Knicks are favored. Does Karl Anthony Towns look a little bit better than his last game? Can Giddey, because I imagine they throw Mikal Bridges on Josh Giddey, especially with no Kobe White for this one. Does Bucelis make himself known? Coming off a pretty good 27-point game. Lakers and Grizzlies. This is okay. So this opened up at 4.5. It moved to 1.5. Luke is questionable. All right. Oh, thank you, Weisberg. He said no word on Trey other than he had an MRI. Okay, cool. Right knee sprain, but avoided the ACL tear. Here we go. They've literally been playing defense like an elementary school team, trying to press all game. Yeah, dude, Toronto's been rough. Also, I was watching No Dunks yesterday while I was at the gym, and I thought Skeet seems really upset about Toronto. I felt bad for him. And I think Tass was trying to talk him down. Like, yeah, man, Skeet seems really upset about that defense. They look bad. They do look bad. Lakers Grizzlies, though, I kind of think we see Luka play now. Although I can't really tell because I feel like the Grizzlies shouldn't really be favored against anybody. Ooh, that's not good. I did not know that it was a lingering thing. But yeah, I wondered. What's everybody's? Let's do a YouTube poll. Let's do a YouTube poll. I've been off the YouTube poll game. Let's do it. Does Luka play tonight? Let's do it. Does Luka play tonight? Yes. No. I kind of think he does. My vote would be yes. My vote would be yes. All right, Utah and Phoenix. Do we get an overtime rematch where Booker and Lowry went absolutely nuts? This will be a fun League Pass game. 238.5 point total. These are the last two we just went over. Were pretty high totals. And then Nuggets and the Blazers. Jamal Murray queued up. Nuggets 4.5 point faves. I don't know if I don't know. I kind of think he plays. I kind of think Jamal plays. This game's gonna be fun as hell. It's gonna be fast. And it's gonna be fun. And then last but not least, the Pellies and the Clips. Do the Pelicans roll out DeAndre Jordan again? It sounds like everybody's gonna get fired in New Orleans. The New Orleans stuff is crazy. And yeah, Reeves has been balling. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump in an underdog draft, and then we're gonna go craft something over in So Rare. So I'm gonna jump in a daily draft right now. I've been playing it like our guy Luka is going to play. Let me change let's do this here. Let's do that. Ooh, let's change this background. But yeah, I'm playing it like our guy Luka is gonna play. I am. I'm gonna do it. All right. Obviously, if you haven't signed up for an underdog, use promo code HOLD, HOLD, for a 100% deposit bonus match up to $1,000. All right. Here we go. We're going to craft later. I already said I was going to craft later. Live before lock. 5 p.m. 5 p.m., baby. 5 p.m. I got to keep my streak alive. Going for week 3, baby. You crafted a Jabari. Okay. Jabari Walker or Jabari Parker? That'd be cool if you could craft like some Greek players. All right, let's see where we are at in the drafts. My biggest thing that I've been doing is I moved up. Oh, man, the 6th spot. That's so boring. Moved up all the Atlanta guys. I got Zion pretty high. Like if we look at my ranks here quickly, I put Luke at 3. I tried to be sneaky. We're actually going to put Luke at 2 for the rest of the day. We're just going to say he plays. I still think Reeves is nice, though. I think people are going to draft Reeves. Even if Luke is back, I think Reeves is still like a 40-plus fantasy point guy. Really like Zion tonight. Actually, I'm going to have him ahead of JB. A lot of Jalen Johnson. Harden ahead of Kawhi. That's flipping soon. Both of them ahead of Ja, though. I don't know if I like that. Let's get Ja Morant back up there. That might have been an oversight, but playing all of those guys in. Faux show. All right, let's get this draft in. Let's go. It would be cool if Jabari Smith Jr. Oh, I was wrong on all of them. It'd be Mr. VJ. Oh, Strother, that's tough. Yeah, I saw Weisberg in the Discord almost get a Shea, which that would have been huge if they added EU teams. Yeah, man. Not that you could play with NBA. I'd grind the Greek league, you know? All right, are we on the clock here? No, just about on the clock. One pick. We're only one Pick away. I actually do like Siakam tonight because I feel like that game's going to be a little bit closer. We're just going to double click Mobley and Booker. You know what I'm going to pull up though? Hold on. Let me do this quickly. We're just going to sync this. We're using the solver here. We're going to go to the draft and then let's pull this bad boy up. And then it's going to keep track here of all of my combos. So the right now, it looks like almost all of my Mobley and Bookers go with Barnes and Walker Kessler. So we're not going to do that again. We're not going to do that again. This tool is really cool. It's too expensive, but it is really cool. You might just craft and not look at the rest. I do think that's the way to go on So Rare. Did you guys have any good So Rare performances? I know I will pop over there after this draft. I'm like nervous now about trying to get to the third streak in a row. There's a lot of guys that project really well that make me uncomfortable, like Devin Booker this week, John Morant this weekend. Who else? Josh Minot. Josh Minot projects really, really well, which also makes me nervous because, those low cap guys, especially with Joe Mazzulla, man. Joe Mazzulla just like randomly fires out DNPs. Hopefully we have the starting lineup ahead of time. That'll be well. You won 173. Let's go. You finished 23rd in Challenger. Nice. How does quick play work? Honestly, I'm going to need somebody else to explain it. I have to figure out how it works before 12 o'clock because I'm pretty sure I'm going on Andrew Laird's show to explain it to him. So I need to figure it out. But that's not how I work, baby. I figure stuff out right before I have to. All right, here we go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not flipping anything, Daniel, to your credit. I know I have Jarris Walker and Josh Minot, who I bought like the very first week for very cheap that I could like 3x right now. Oh man, John Morant would be so sick. Please let John Morant fall. Dude, Kawhi at 16 too. What are you guys doing? All right, so we're gonna take John Morant here. That's great. We love this. So we have no versions of Mobley, Booker, and Ja. So I think we're just going to take Scotty Barnes because Scotty Barnes, like I know he had that 15-point performance, but he's got 2 50s and a 49. And I like, Cleveland. I'm not really like scared of the Cleveland defense, and especially if they're missing some people, this could be kind of fun. So that we got a Mobley, Booker, Ja, Scotty start. We like this. We like this a lot. But yeah, I'm with you. It's just I don't have the time. I'm playing this game to try to win contests, and I know it makes sense to flip stuff when it pops. But I want to win, man. I'm doing it for the clout. I'm doing it for the clout. I need to focus more on collections. I really don't think about that at all. I really don't. Also, Maddie winning Maddie, did you do that mostly unlimited or was that rare? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that sweet cash? Yeah, I haven't had any like Steph Curry. I think I could have had a pretty good week this week, but Steph was pretty underwhelming. Dante DiVincenzo really sended me too. Like that was sent me. I say sended. You get second in the rare contender. What? Very impressive. Very impressive. Guys, my back is toast, man. Oh my God. Today's going to suck. I don't mind when my back hurts when I go like 3 for 7 from 3, but man, to go like 0 for 8 or whatever it was and to feel like this today, just nightmare. I haven't even thought about. I don't even focus on the common either. I mean, I rip the pack every day, but I like forget to set common lineups. Like I don't get time for that shit. Mainly because I'm doing live before lock. Maybe I need to start setting the commons before live before lock starts. That's why. I also think I would do better at this if I was not setting my lineups live. I'm like trying to do too many things. But I'm not going to change the process, baby. You have to trust the process. It worked out for the 76ers, and it'll work out for me, too. All right, we're going to... Wow, Donovan... Oh, get Donovan. Oh, let Donovan Mitchell fall to me here. That would be pretty nice. Also, Jaren Jackson Jr. I know everybody's mad at Triple J. Triple J would be a great click here. Mark Williams is back, by the way. Mark Williams, smash spot, always and forever. He's got... Who just went? Oh, Mitchell went. Mark Williams in that last game. What was his minutes? So he played 30, 26, started the last game, 20 and 12. I mean, this is a good matchup against Walker Kessler Ranger. Oh, come on. I would like to go Jaren Jackson Jr., Mark Williams in this one. or Jamal, or Dyson Daniels. Come on. Oh, my God. Mr. Sells using all the clock like a real dink. He goes, Jamal Murray. Jaren Jackson, this is a sick team. This is a sick team. Sick team. All right, let's go over to So Rare here for a second. And then let's do some crafting. Let's do some crafting together. All right. I'm going to leave it like this, though. I think this is kind of a fun setup. I need to create some more of these overlays. And by me, it was our guy TST that created this for me. Did I share the right screen? I think I did, right? Yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I know it says double dribble. We need a So Rare one. All right, first things first. I'm a realist. All right, let's do this common pack. Let's just claim it just so because I don't want the freaking thing anymore. Ooh, Kevin Love. Ooh, Tony Bradley. Ooh, Kawhi Leonard. Ooh, Landry Shamet. Ooh, Walker Kessler. There we go. All right. Let's go. I don't want to see this yet. Let's go. All right. First, I'll show you the results here that I had. Okay, this is the quick play. Quick play. I thought quick play didn't start till tomorrow, though. Or is it next week? Like does this start now? I'm confused about the reset day. But yeah, I don't even. We got to get just +5. I don't know. I'll look at this. I'll look at this later. Okay, so this is my performance this past game week here. So if we go to 27/30th, all right. So the one that we limited arena, I just donated. I donated in the arena. I need to learn from that experience. Came in 138th in the limited contender. Jarris with the 48 was nice. Dante and Rudy both killed this. I mean, to have Booker, JB, and Walker all have great performances, and then these two guys took a poop. The limited champ, though, this lineup got to 240. Giannis not playing. I was nervous that was going to cost me. Cooper Flag, I don't know. We might have to bench Cooper for a little bit. You had Pritchard, Dante again. I mentioned him. This was the lineup that kept the streak alive. Get us $10 little dollars, 850 essence. As I mentioned, Chef Curry, 37. We had Reeves for 57, Zanger with 40, Kuminga with 41, Wemby with 71. This team came in 389th over here. And then this one just was really bad because Hugo Gonzalez didn't fucking play basketball, which was like pretty funny. It starts today, resets next Friday. Okay, all right. Well, I do really need to figure out how this works. All right, let's go to the crafting room. All right, so what do I have? 2,800 in crafts. So I'll do one craft now and then maybe a second craft later. Craft services. All right, here we go. Let's see. Pick a card. Oh my God, it's a special star. It's a special star. Okay, what do we do? I don't have enough of those the clues. But I don't have. So what clues would you use here? So I have 1,800 essence left. So I can't use the best 5 because that costs 2,000 essence. When this says I have 10, what does this mean? Because I wanted to tell me, can I just use the clues? Like if I have 10, so that's not going to cost anything, right? Click and check. Okay. The last time this like screwed me over big time. So I can use 10? I have 12. So I can just use this, right? I can just click this, right? So I can just click it. All right. So let's use it. All right, so now we've got the divisions. We can do the position now as well, right? So we have 22 out of the 10 available. All right, so I can just use this one as well since we learned that. All right, so here we go. We got a center from the Southwest, a guard from the Central, a forward from the Southwest, a forward from the Central, another forward from the Southwest, a guard from the Pacific, a guard from the Northwest, a guard from the Southeast, guard from the Atlantic. We got a lot of guards here. Whoo. All right, what's the play here? I need everybody. I don't know, man. What's the play? I mean, I feel like the Southwest Division is, I mean, that could be Sangoon, right? Are they Southwest or Good game of guess. Is he guess who? Is he wearing a hat? I know, Matic, right? Wait for Pedro. All right, we're waiting. Guard from the Pacific could be Steph or Booker. All right, I don't want that. I got both of those. I mean, not that I don't want that, but I would. Is the Southwest the Spurs? Southwest the Spurs? All right, somebody's tagging me in the Discord. What the hell's going on? Let's see. Is it all right? Who's tagging me in the Discord? Okay, Daniel. All right, shout out Daniel. Daniel, I can't. Okay. So Southwest center in the Southwest is either Wemby, Sengun, or Triple J, right? Forward in the Southwest is either Wemby, Cooper Flag, Jaren Jackson, KD, Amin, Jabari, or Trey Murphy. So we got three shots at Wemby. I feel like we just do center Southwest, right? Is that it? Southeast guard could be LaMelo, could be Dwight Powell. How dare you? How dare you? Wait, is this supposed? I think I'm supposed to just pick center Southwest here, right? I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Looking at this, I have a 1.5 chance. Oh wait, no, it's per card. Okay, so slot 10 could be all right. Let me. You know what? Let me just share. I don't know how well that's actually gonna look there, but I feel like I'm supposed. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, chat. I think it is though. Is everybody? I need some help. I think center. Yeah. So are we all saying spot one here? Are we all saying spot one? Center Southwest. All right. So DJP weighed in. Weisberg weighed in. Maddie, center south. Everybody, is that what we're doing? Center Southwest. Oh, it means 4.5 to get. Okay. I got you. Thank you, Maddie. Maddie, what do you say? Which one do you say, Maddie? I need Maddie Harrison to weigh in. Although it sounded like he was saying go try to get the LaMelo. I don't want that. I don't know. I'm so nervous, guys. I'm so nervous. I think we just do one. I think we just got to do it. Number one. Going once. Going twice. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Best choice for the star is 1. We didn't use any extra essence. That feels good. Here we go. Click to confirm. Holy fuck. Wait, who's the star? Oh, Wemby right there. The third one. Wow. That's crazy. Dude. I mean, what makes me feel better is there was no way I was going for number 3. Yo, that's crazy. Man, what a buzzkill, huh? I want to see something quickly. Honestly, might just get the 200 essence back, which I know is like terrible, but I want to see what Jock is projecting. He projects for 26. I mean, do you guys just take the 200 essence back here? Like for real? Oh man. Woo. Jacques Lendl, huh? Wow. Yeah, I guess we'll just claim it. That's tough. I'll be honest, with the star rooms, I thought I had a better shot at like other good players too. Like it is kind of nuts that it's Jock, Hart, Walsh, Kennard. Like almost none of these guys are playable, which is kind of nuts, but wow. Let's just do the second one now. Let's just do the second one while we're here. Let's do the second one. Let's draw it. Let's see. Pick a card. We get a standard room. All right, let's do it. Oh, wait. Let me close the poll. I forgot. Oh, wow. So we get a 50-50 on if Luka plays tonight. All right, everybody. First 1 to 3. You guys know the rule. First 1 to 3. Click what number should we pull? 1 through 10. What number should we pull? 6, 7, 4, 5. All right. First one to 3. Those are the rules. Oh, 3, 5. All right, we got 2 for 5, 2 for 7. 2 for 5, 2 for 7, 2 for 5, 2 for 7, 2 for 5, 2 for 7, 2 for 5, 2 for 5, 2 for 7. 3 for 7. All right, 3 for 7. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Redemption? Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith. Who else did we have in here? Tyler Kolek. There was JB. JB was in there. All right, we'll take Jalen Smith. Whatever. Tough craft, baby. That's okay. We had fun. I hope you guys had a great time today too. I hope you guys had a great day. Send them gone and then you have 1K. Nah, that's all right. We'll stack. You guys can't tell me to stack and then all of a sudden say to take the essence. All right, you little freaking cheaters. You little cheaters up in here. Hope everybody had a good little morning. Have a great Friday. Happy Halloween. We'll be back 5 p.m. on the Elite Fantasy Sports channel. We'll go out there. We'll do some live before lock. And the good news is I'll have already felt better about my Jock Landell versus Wemby poll because I will have DM'd Nico Julia and I'm going to be like, bro, how you going to do me like that? Let's see you guys at 5 o'clock. Also, Andrew Laird at noon. Thanks for tuning in. We out skis.